Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Sonia Soto. Soto was shot and killed Friday, January 17, 2014, near Santa Fe Avenue and East 6th Street in downtown Los Angeles, according to LA County coroner records. Oscar Sedano was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. On January 13, 2014, Hope Kalmus, an attorney with the LA County Child Support Service Department, met with Soto and defendant in connection with Soto's November 2013 request for Medi-Cal health insurance as well as child support from defendant. In that written request, Soto declared that she was struggling financially and that defendant refused to provide child support. At the meeting, Kalmus calculated a total of $918 in child support per month. 4 days later, on January 17, 2014, Soto left work at around 8 p.m. At 9:30 p.m., her neighbor Courtly saw Soto's vehicle still parked on the street between Soto's home and the house to the right. Her kids Leo and Desiree were with defendant, who had agreed to take care of them that night. It was unusual for defendant to have the children with him on a Friday night. When her brother Israel asked Soto where she was going, she told him not to worry in a funny way. At around 9:45 p.m., Soto left home to go out. She appeared happy at the time. After 10:30 p.m., Luciana Kim and Rodrigo Sayas left the bar near the 6th Street Bridge. They drove underneath the bridge near a tunnel that went down to the river, parked, and went for a walk. They noticed a car that was parked in front of the tunnel. The engine was running, but the headlights were off. After Kim and Sayas talked for about 15 minutes, they decided to approach the vehicle to see if anybody was inside. The doors and windows of the vehicle were closed. Kim knocked on the passenger side window. There was no response. She then shined her cell phone flashlight inside the vehicle and saw a woman's hair. She knocked on the driver's side window and there was no response. She shined her flashlight inside and noticed blood on Soto's face. Soto was leaning back away from the steering wheel. Her arms were resting on her lap. LAPD Detective Sergio Ortiz responded to the crime scene. The scene was about 7 to 8 minutes away in moderate traffic from Soto's home. Detective Ortiz did not find any bullet holes or damage outside or inside Soto's vehicle, but he did find a binder with documents about a child support case. A palm print was lifted from the top of the right rear door chrome trim. It was later determined that it belonged to the defendant's left hand. The print was probably created by defendant's sweat and would not have survived a manual car wash or even the weather. When Detective Ortiz informed the defendant that Soto was dead, he replied that he wouldn't do that. Before being told that Soto was deceased, defendant was acting nervously and breathing heavily. He asked very few questions about the circumstances of Soto's death, and he did not cry. Soto's autopsy confirmed that she died from a gunshot wound to the neck. The entry point was behind the right ear. There were no other injuries to her body or any other signs of a physical altercation. A medium caliber bullet was recovered from Soto's left shoulder area. Defendant was arrested on November 7, 2014. After his arrest, he was booked and placed in a cell with a paid informant. Defendant engaged in conversation with the informant, during which time defendant commented that he made one effing mistake for which he was facing so many years in prison, but he didn't regret what he had done. He told the informant that he didn't know why he was charged with kidnapping because he never did a kidnap. Following the trial, the jury convicted defendant Oscar Sedano of first-degree murder, including a gun enhancement, and that the murder was carried out for financial gain. The court sentenced the defendant to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Sonia Soto was 27 years old at the time of death.